and welcome. I'm Bernadette and I help women to overcome and manage back pain. And this video is perfect if you've been dealing with back pain for over 3 months and all of the exercises are safe for you to do them. So let's do this. We are going to start on our hands and knees. So on 4-point kneeling, and we are going to start with cat and cow. So we are going to round the back and push the t-shirt up to the sky and drop the t-shirt down and look up and push the t-shirt up and then lower it down and find your speed. Now, if this position is not good for your wrist, you can make a fist or be on your knuckles. And then other option would be elevate your hands on a chair or even a couch, okay? So you can do it this way too. Very good. Now, if you would like to make it a little bit more challenging, you can bring one knee towards your chest as you round and then reach out the leg. So in and kind of like put the foot down behind you and look up. And another option would be keep the leg up. So when you're looking up, your leg goes up to the sky and then bring the knee back under your belly and then reach up and in and out. We have 2 more here. And now we're gonna do the other side, but you don't have to. You can just keep doing this version, okay? Now we're gonna do the other side. Two more. Very good. And then have your knees together and feet together. Drop the pelvis to one side and look what's behind you. Very good. So we are going side to side. If you would like to, when you drop your pelvis to one side, you can hover or even lift one arm to the sky. You don't have to, it's optional. Very good, come back to center. And then sit back on your heels, leave your hands where they are. Rise up onto your knees, drop the pelvis down and look up. You can still keep your hands elevated on a couch, okay, or on a chair. Find your rhythm. Now what we can do here is you can actually lift the knees off when you're lowering the pelvis down and then sit back. But this puts more load on your back, okay? So just bear in mind, when you're lifting the knees up, you're putting more pressure on the low back, which is okay, but listen to your body. And another option would be keep the legs straight, kind of like a downward dog. Lower the pelvis down and then look up. Okay? This would be another version. 2 more. And 1. Very good. Perfect. And then from here, slide the right arm, left leg behind you, and then bring it back. And now the left arm and the right leg, and then bring it back. Very good. You can stay here. You can do this. Again, you can keep your hands up on something, if that's you. Or what we can do is slide, lift, bring it back, and switch. Very good. You don't have to lift. If you keep doing this, that's perfectly fine. But if you can do this version, why not? I'm not going to stop you. Very good. We can also add to this, lift up, look up, and then you can bring the knee and the elbow under your belly and then reach out, okay? You can do this. 5 on this side. And then now we are going to switch. Reach. And reach. And 2 more. Very good. Sit back on your heels. Rise up onto your knees. Lower the chest. Lift the chest. Sit back on your heels. And lower. Lift. And then back. Okay? If you can't do this kind of push-ups, again, you can have your hands elevated on a couch, or you can even do standing push-ups by a wall, okay? And this is how it would look like, okay? So pelvis forward, bend, extend, and then push back again. You can even soften your knees. And bend, extend, sit back. Very good. Okay, so this is another option for you. But if you would like to make it a little bit more challenging, what you can do is bend, extend, lower the knees, sit back. So you are doing a full push-up. So there are always options. Even if you decide to try the full version, the full push-up, and you can't do more than 4, you can still go back and do the other version. No problems at all. Okay. Just make sure that you do at least 8 to 12 of any of the versions. Two more. And 1. Very good. And then if you can sit back on your heels, that's great, but if you can't, you can even sit crisscross, or you can have your legs right in front of you, but I actually like to do this by sitting like this. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your arms right in front of you and walk your hands to one side. Pause here for a moment and walk your hands to the other side. Again, pause here for a moment. So we are going side to side. If you can't do or can't sit like this for some reason, I'm going to show you on a couch how can you do it seated, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go forward over your legs, And then kind of like, if you can reach the floor, that's great, but if you can't, that's fine. You just go to one side. You can even kind of like twist your spine by pushing against your leg or the shin. Walk your hands to the other side. Very good. So we are literally just going side to side, moving the spine side to side. Okay, so this was the seated version. I'm gonna go back on the mat. Very good. Beautiful. Bring your hands very close to your knees. Okay? Again, you can have your hands on something, even a coffee table or anything. Okay? And then what we're gonna do is we are going to try to extend the leg all the way out and then all the way down, but you don't have to. So you can stay here and just soften the knees and then extend it as far as you can. If you stop here, that's okay. But the aim is to stretch it all the way as far as you can. And then this is how it looks like if you are on the couch. Okay? So just softening and extending. You can even be on your forearms. Go as far as you can with your knees. Drop your head. You don't have to hold on to your head. Very good. So if you can just soften the knees, that's still okay. You do you. Okay? I am going to go back the mat. So up and down. Very good. And again, another level would be with one leg. You can even kick up to the sky. But again, you find your version, what feels good for your body. This was the last one, and now we're gonna do the other side. Very good. And now walk your hands towards your feet. And now we are going to roll up through the spine. Nice. And now we are going to stay up. And we have a couple of versions for the squats, okay? So, let's try and just do some regular squats, how you do squats. So down and up. And down and up. Now, you can hold on to a piece of furniture and just go as far as you can, right? So just go down and up as far as you can. Very good. And then other option would be sit to stand from a chair or from a couch. So you sit down, you stand up, and you sit down. You can even help with the hands to stand up, but I would like you to do it as much as you can without using the arms. But if you have to use it, of course you can. Okay? And then we can do a one-legged version. This leg, one leg is straight, and then you stand up. Oops, I almost lost my balance. You stand up with one leg, okay? And of course, you can find something lower to sit on if this is too easy for you. Make sure you do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other leg. Okay? So this is the other version, but again, you can hold on to any piece of furniture and then soften the knees and just extend them. Or you can do a full version, going down and up. This is such a good stretch though, if you can do it. You can rotate your feet out to the side. Very good. Let's do 2 more. And 1. Very good. Let's stay up and separate your feet as wide as you can. Arms by your side nice and wide. We're gonna rotate the chest to one side and then straight to the other side. So side to side. You can even move the pelvis, okay? That's absolutely fine. If this is not for you with the arms up, you can just keep your hands on your pelvis. You can even do this seated. Side to side. Again, move the pelvis. That's why we have them. Side to side. Very good. 1 more. Beautiful. I'm gonna go back here. Now from here, you're gonna move the spine side to side, side bend, okay? We did rotation before, and this is side bending. If you have 2 water bottles at home, you can use the water bottles or even some hand weights if you would like to. You don't have to. You can move the arm overhead when you do the side bend. That's another option. You can even use small weight to do this, but bear in mind that this puts more pressure on your shoulders and your spine too. So you decide what's for you. Very good. 1 more each side. Nice. And then from here, separate your feet hip distance apart. We're gonna roll down through the spine. If you need to soften your knees, please do so. And then we are going to roll up through the spine, and you can even look behind you. And then roll down. And then up. And again, if you would like to use your hand weights or anything like a water bottle, you can. You don't have to. You can always do this again sitting on a couch. So just roll down and come up. So we can make anything easier or a little bit more challenging. Very good. And down and up and look behind you. Very good. And on the last one, roll down. Walk your hands out into your plank. Drop the knees down. Sit back on your heels. Rise up. Bend the elbow. Extend and then sit back again. Rise up. Bend. Extend and then sit back again. You can do full push-up. You can even do this. Keep the leg straight. Or you can stand up, find an empty wall at home, and move the pelvis forward, bend the elbow, extend, and then booty goes back. And then pelvis goes forward, look up, open the chest. Very good. Nice, I'm gonna go back on the mat. Of course, again, you can use a couch or a chair to elevate your hands. So let's do 3 more. Very good. Stay on your hands and knees. Squeeze your knees together and then hover the knees and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower the knees down. And then again, lift up and hold. If you can hold the plank, you can, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring one knee back, the other knee back. Lower everything down. We're gonna do 2 more like this. And then hover the knees. Again, you can do this on a couch. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One knee back, another knee back, and then lower everything down. Very good. Now we are going to lay down on our tummy. Very good. Have your hands right in front of your shoulders, and we are going to push up and then back down. You only go as far as you feel like going. You don't have to have your arms straight, and you can play with the distance. If your hand is closer to your shoulder, that makes it deeper. If your hands are further away from you, that makes it less of a stretch, less of a move. You can look up if it feels good. You don't have to. Okay? And now another version of this would be bringing the hands against your forehead and then lifting up and then lowering down. And up and down. You can lift the legs at the same time. You can even have the arms straight. But again, that makes it heavier. You can even hold on to some hand weights and do the exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're gonna turn onto our backs. Bring your feet close to your glutes. And then we are going to lift up and then lower down. You can lift up and then lower down. Go as high as you can. Okay? And another version would be one leg goes up to tabletop and then lift up and then lower down. Lift up and then lower down. Very good. Do 10 on this side. You can also extend the leg and do it this way, and that puts, again, that's more load. Very good. And then we can switch. Again, you can extend the leg and that's definitely more load. Very good. But you can also just move a little, and that's okay. If that's you, you do you, okay? Just make sure if you do the one-legged one, do 10 of both sides. Okay, let's do 2 more. And 1, very good. And now, bring your hands behind your head, and then lift the chest up, and then lower the chest down. Lift up, and then lower down. Okay? I'm not going to stop you if you would like to have your legs up in the air. Just make sure that you are pushing your low back down on the floor or on the mat when you do this exercise. You can also go out with the legs when you lift the chest, or lower the, and bring the legs in, sorry. So out and in, and out and in. You can also do this with only one leg and switch legs, alternate the legs. Okay? So find your version. You're gonna do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Arms by your side, nice and wide. And now we are going to drop the knees side to side. This feels so good on the back. And then again, we can have the legs up in the air. Very good. And you can also have your legs straight when you do this. Very good. So find your version. Come back to the middle and have your left leg straight and rotate, and your right knee comes to this side. You can actually push that knee down, you don't have to. And we're just gonna stay here and stretch because it feels so good. And you also deserve it. And now we are going to do the other side. You can also do this stretch seated. Okay? So you bring this foot kind of like next to the side and then rotating to the opposite direction. You can sit by a wall, so you have a wall behind you, something that supports your back. Very good. And now we're gonna be mermaids. You can sit with your legs in a zigzag position. You can also stack your knees, or you can also sit on a couch or in a chair. Okay? And now we're gonna go side to side. And now we're gonna look behind us, adding the rotation. Very good, and now we are going to switch to the other side. Very good. Side to side. And rotation. Nice. And this was the last one. Have your legs right in front of you. Straight. Push your knees down. And then just fold over your legs. And let's just take a couple of breaths here. One more. And very slowly come all the way back up. And I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I hope to see you soon again. Thank you.